really love racing Tarawera.
It's a stunning piece of trail.
It's an opportunity to test yourself.
There's a real community around this race.
I guess because it is an ultra and it is in New Zealand is really why I came. I feel like I couldn't miss. I couldn't go wrong.
I think the field is incredibly competitive.
The Ultra Trail World Tour have brought in some of the best athletes from around the world.
You know, I'm there to race. You know, everyone that's on the start line, I'll race. You know, I want to try and win.
The race has always been kind of special on the calendar because it really is a beautiful course. It's a stunning run around 4 lakes. There's such a diversity of scenery, and you run from one city to another town, from Rotorua to Kawerau, and that's really attractive for these type of runners. This year the event has joined the inaugural Ultra Trail World Tour, and this is where 10 of us, the biggest racers in the world, have got together and we've formed a true global circuit of trail ultramarathon running. So that's brought a lot of attention from some of the world's best runners to come down here and participate.
So I really love racing Tarawera because of the scenery on the course. It's a really unique venue. It's something that you can't get in any other place in the world that I've been to, Europe, USA, across different terrains and seeing all the lakes and the forest.
It's an opportunity to test yourself in whatever form and fashion that is for you. For me, it's just, as crazy as it sounds, it's just proving that I can still hurt myself and can still push myself and I don't show any weakness. It's really a great challenge to take the mind to places that it needs to be when you're suffering.
For me, this race is special because it's really my home ultra. It's the first time I did 100 Ks, and the atmosphere here is always, it's really all about community, and people are very supportive, very accommodating, and when you have international runners coming as well, it just adds to that. It really just spreads the Tarawera community worldwide.
I've not run Tarawera before, but I'm excited to see the course. What I've seen is very beautiful.
It's a fantastic field, which I'm really excited about, because obviously it's hard when you're in New Zealand to get over to America or over to England, and so to have the opportunity to run with some of those ladies is really exciting.
If you're starting your ultramarathon career, this is a good place to start. It gives you everything you want out of an ultra. Some technical, some fast running, some scenery, and most of all, a great experience. You know, it is what they say, God's country. It's beautiful.
For the week before the race, we've been monitoring the weather every day because it's looking like a tropical cyclone is going to hit us, and now it's Friday, the day before the race, and it's going to be inevitable. Cyclone Lusi is going to have a direct hit. So what we're going to have to do this year is shorten the race to 2 new distances, which will be 63 kilometres, a short course, and the 73 kilometre longer course. The long course runners are now going to start at the Redwoods, but this time do a 12 kilometre loop, and then they'll run out to Lake Okataina and turn around and finish back at Lake Okaraka.
You have to be really careful in those kind of conditions, not just with your footing and things like that, and you won't be able to take as many risks out there on the trails, but also with hydration. Sometimes you can get lulled into a false sense of security being wet, and you sometimes forget to drink. So it's something that I think the more experienced trail runners will benefit from.
I'm not happy that the weather's going to be rough, but it levels the playing field a wee bit. I know there's some super fast guys who are really quick on the flats, their leg speed, so I think it's going to be a bit slippery, a bit wet. Yeah, bring it on. The rougher it gets, the better I think I'm going to go.
I think it can only be a good thing, especially when it comes to running fast. One of the big things that slows you down is the heat. So actually if it's a little bit drizzly and if it's 15, 16 degrees, that's actually probably much better conditions for running fast in.
Doesn't bother me. It's all going to be the same for everyone, you know. It's just, you know, you can only prepare so much. I've got a raincoat, that was the mandatory gear, and yeah, you know, it'll just be nice. I don't want it to be hot, so that's just fine. I think it'll just make everything greener and beautiful.
Leave everything out on that track. Just go for it and make this the most special, incredible run that you can. Run hard, run smart, support each other, and just have a fantastic day out there. Runners, are you ready? We're going to get ready to run in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My goals for the race are just to run solidly and well and feel good about my run at the end of the day, and wherever that places me or wherever that time gives me, you know, I have to be happy with that.
379, good on you, Thomas, keep it up.
My training leading into this race has been going really well. This is definitely a huge focus for me. I've put in a lot of really consistent training. I've been running about 160 kilometers a week.
I think I've done 90% of the training I would have liked. To be a little bit careful with my Achilles, which is the thing that took me out last year. But on the whole, I think I've done what it takes.
It's just all a learning experience for me, and whether it goes well, you know, that's great, but if it doesn't, you know, I just want to be able to take in the course and enjoy.
I'm going to try and run a smart race, and I know what I'm capable of out there, so I'm going to try and maximise my potential and just really try and get every last second out of my performance that I can.
I think there's that sense of achievement that I hurt and I guts it out, and I set out to finish what I said I'd complete. I just like being out there. I get a sense of you know, stress relief in life. This is just a great outlet.
Yeah, I'll be sort of going out there with my own sort of strategy in mind, and you know, play to my strengths, which are going to be the hills in the first sort of 50 or 60. So I'll be working hard in there, and then yeah, running like I'm being chased.
You know, I think a lot of racing comes down to, you know, your instincts when you're out there going. You know, you can be the fittest guy, you can be the the strongest guy, but you know, you play your cards wrong, and you know, you get topped.
Ultramarathons are always a real struggle, a real fight with the pain and fatigue that you feel, and when it's a competitive field, you really have to push yourself to your limit, and sometimes you cross over that limit and crash and burn, but it's a risk you have to take, and it's part of what makes it so rewarding.
I don't even know if I'd say it's hurt. I think ultra running is more of a tiredness, and it's a toughness that you have to, you know, develop to be able to hold yourself together. Being able to push yourself harder, you know, beyond any limit that you think you've got. Just from a mental point of view, I think that's what draws me into this.
I think the coolest thing about running the distances that we do is you get to see a lot of territory. I got to this peak by myself, and then you look out and you see like these amazing vistas and lakes and trails, and then you bomb down the hill and you're on this like single track, like jumping over rocks, and most people in the world are never going to see that stuff, and we're so lucky. We sweated hard to get there, and you earned it, you know.
It's still an ultra. It's still tough. You're still running those hills back and forth, and it's a lot of climbing and descending. So I'm just really happy to be here.
I just felt strong, and I just thought, right, I'm just going to go. So, and I just held it.
This event has been an incredibly emotional time for me, and for all of our organising team, and also for all of the runners taking part in this event. And it's just receiving all the finish line hugs and all the gratitude of support from all the runners. It just makes you realise how events like this can change people's lives, and it's such a huge, overwhelming positive achievement for anyone to finish this event, but it's also an honour for me to put this event on for the runners.